coming by the House Democrats, but I am saddened by it because this is the culmination of a sham process to impeach this president the House Democrats have been focused on since the day they took the majority. Something happened today that's far more significant than them releasing the 2 articles of impeachment. It's that Nancy Pelosi admitted today in a press conference that she's withheld the USMCA from coming to the floor for an entire year because of the timing of USMCA with impeachment, admitting that she's playing politics with an issue, a trade deal that directly affects the lives of constituents in Northeast Indiana and all throughout the country, hardworking Americans, that she's held hostage better wages, better jobs, a better economy because of this impeachment process to time the USMCA vote with impeachment. And that is a shame, and shame on Speaker Pelosi for admitting that today, that all along this has all been about politics. There's been public hearings, but then there's been a long line of private, behind closed doors, shut to the public and the media hearings that have occurred as well. And what is clear is that the president was never given the due process opportunity to defend himself throughout this entire process, because it is, at the end of the day, the American people see this clearly for what it is. It's a sham process that was made up along the way. It seemed like every single day this process took a new curve or a turn because the Democrats were making it up along the way. So it's a shame that that's the case, but it's not lost on the American people. Well, no doubt about it. I mean, what we know now is that Adam Schiff lied about meeting with the whistleblower, and there are a lot of questions about that. I believe that when this impeachment process moves over to the Senate, the chairman of the Judiciary Committee in the Senate should subpoena Adam Schiff's records. He should call him to testify. He should call Joe Biden and Hunter Biden to testify. He should call Mark Zaid, the whistleblower's attorney, to testify in the Senate so that we can get to the bottom of the facts about how all of this unfolded to begin with. Our country is not better off today after going through this impeachment sham process, and we need to give the American people an opportunity to see behind closed doors why all of this unfolded the way that it did, and the only way to do that is to subpoena Adam Schiff. It's clear that the American people don't support this impeachment effort. The public polling this week is as clear as ever, especially in swing states and swing districts where we now have polling available, that support for impeachment has actually dropped. And that's because House Democrats never made the case to the American people about why they're going down this path. And without making that case, there's no public support for it. And the big takeaway is that Election Day 2020 is going to be the opportunity for the American people to step up and vote and make their voices heard. And I can imagine at this point that's not going to be a good day for Democrats. No, I mean, you have one article of impeachment that's about the president obstructing justice. I mean, that's a complete sham, as the president was never given the opportunity to properly defend himself through this process. So why would he go through the process of cooperating in some of these hearings where he was never going to be given a fair fight to defend himself to begin with? All along, I mean, this impeachment process, from Russian collusion and that hoax in the beginning, when you had way back then, even was when you had House Democrats calling for impeachment, all the way to the phone call with Zelensky, the president of Ukraine. It's been hard to keep track of why the Democrats want to impeach this president to begin with, and still today, even with introducing 2 articles of impeachment, it's not clear why we're impeaching the president. Absolutely not. And the facts stand on his side on that. And as the American people see more of these articles of impeachment, as they're released and become more fully aware to the American people, they're going to see how flimsy this evidence is as well. One thing is for sure, and that's that House Republicans are unified. There is not a single House Republican who supports these articles of impeachment. And on the other hand, you have a number of House Democrats who are against the House impeachment efforts as well. So the only thing that's bipartisan about this effort is the opposition. And that's going to be an important exclamation point when all of this, when this vote occurs on the House floor, because then the American people see once and for all that this is partisan driven to begin with, and that's not going to be lost on the American people when the vote is bipartisan only in opposition.